Good evening to everyone. So we are from Group 7 and today we are going to give a pitch on the topic fighting cyberbullying in the era of social media. So before we start, I'm going to start by introducing myself. My name is ZAHIRAH binti KHUSAINI and my matriculation number is in 193854. I will be giving my pitching idea from the perspective of economics. Did you know that cyberbullying not only destroys life, but also cause the global economic billions annually in lost productivity, mental health treatment, and decreased educational attainment? Cyberbullying is more than simply a social problem, it is an economic catastrophe. Cyberbullying has become an increasingly common problem in the age of social media, affecting millions of individuals worldwide, particularly youths and employees in digital spaces. While social media platform promotes communication, they also create an environment conducive to undesirable behavior, such as harassment and bullying. This issue extends beyond personal impacts to significant economic consequences. First one, where employers face reduced productivity due to mental health impacts on workers. Second one, healthcare system bear the increased cost for treating anxiety, depression, and other conditions caused by online abuse. Victims often underperform in school or abandon their workforce, leading to long-term economic damage. If uncontrolled for long periods, cyberbullying will continue to drain economic resources, increase mental health issues, and weaken social cohesiveness. Annually, companies lose billions of dollars due to absenteeism related to cyberbullying. Educational institutions also report that bullied students are more likely to drop out, reducing their future earning potential and overall contribution to the economic Ignoring this problem perpetuates a cycle of economics and social decline. We propose an integrated economics and technological strategies to combat cyberbullying. The first one were economics policies by introducing tax incentive for companies that implement anti-cyberbullying initiatives, such as employee mental health programs or AI moderation system. The second one, public-private partnership, where we develop grants to support startup building innovative tools for bullying detection and prevention. The third one, educational investment, where we execute nationwide campaign funded by social media taxes to educate youths and employees on digital etiquette and resilience. And the fourth one, platform accountability. We enforce financial penalties on platforms failing to regulate harmful content, pushing them to invest in better AI moderation and user reporting system. This approach not only addresses cyberbullying but also promotes economic growth by fostering healthier and online environments, improving workforce productivity, and creating opportunities for tech innovation. Join us in our journey to create a safer, more productive digital world. Support policy that hold platform accountable, fund mental health programs, and encourage technology innovation. Together, we can turn the tide on cyberbullying while boosting economic resilience. Let's act now because every click counts. That's all from me. And next, I will be passed to the next person.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is ZAINITA binti KAMARUL BAHARIN. My matrix number is A196193. I will give the perspective of health. Imagine logging into your favorite platform only to be met with a wave of hurtful comments. In fact, an average of 10 cases of cyberbullying are reported every day in Malaysia. That is what happened based on the cyberbullying statistic from Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission on 2 July 2024. Let's take a moment to delve deep into the impact of cyberbullying on our mental health. The impact goes beyond just hurt feelings and can lead to a significant mental health challenges. In a study conducted by Dr. Erin Peeble stated in a 2014 PubMed Central article about frequent cyberbullying victims could observe a drop in their academic performance, start acting out, and some claim to have problems at home. These young people are more likely to experience anxiety, depression, and externalize negative behavior. They also have a high chances of committing suicide. This highlight young people are experiencing psychological and emotional suffering that is often overlooked. Impact of cyberbullying will increasing the suicide thinking among the victims. In the same article, statistics shows that by nearly 15% and suicide attempts by almost 9%. The severity of the problem, such as a rise in suicide and self-harm, rates may result from an ongoing trauma. Cyberbullying significantly impacts teenagers because they in their important stage of emotional and social development for self-identity phase. If ignored, victims may continue to suffer in a long time period throughout growing up because of the living lasting emotional scars. Emotional scars may influence how individuals interact with others, making it harder to trust and develop meaningful connection. Victims might isolate themselves with others, experience loneliness that makes worse their situation. This social problem may also limit their capacity to collaborate or form a strong networks in the future, which is critical for both personal and future career. Furthermore, ignoring this problem fosters a poisoned online culture that normalizes cyberbullying and makes the environment harmful for the next generation. Everyone needs to be acknowledged the early signs of cyberbullying and its impact in the mental health. Educational institutions should implement awareness campaign at school by partnering with the Malaysian Mental Health Association to focus on creating awareness about the emotional and mental health consequences, including depression, anxiety, and suicide thought that caused by cyberbullying. It is to ensure that future generations are better prepared to handle the challenges of cyberbullying. Continuous efforts to educate young people through awareness campaign fostering long-term lasting impact over the next 10 years as the values of respect and empathy are instilled early on. Its unique value derives from its combining education, prevention, early intervention, and emotional support that offering both immediate and long-term relief for cyberbullying victims. This can result in a social media platform and school implement a stronger support system and safety measures. Young people will experience safer, more supportive online environments and decreasing the incidence of cyberbullying. We argue education institutions to collaborate with mental health organizations like the Malaysian Mental Health Association to implement targeted awareness campaign focusing on the emotional and psychological impact of the cyberbullying at school. Teachers, students, parents, and communities can contribute by supporting this initiative, whether through participating in awareness campaign or spreading the information to everyone around them. Together, we can raise a generation of young people who have the knowledge to identify the bullying and support one another in an online environment that is more respectful, safer, and positive for every each one of us. That's all from me. I will pass to the next perspective.
Thank you, Zainita. Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Nordina Aiman binti Azman. My metric number is A193760 and I am representing social perspective for fighting cyberbullying in the era of social media. Okay, imagine waking up every morning to check your social media only to find hurtful messages and comments. How would you feel and what would you do? Anyone around the world who has access to the internet are potentially to attract a massive global audience because of the usage of social media has grown tremendously where it can develop cyberbullying. In Malaysia, cyberbullying is recognized to be an increasingly prominent problem where according to Siti Sarah 2023 stated that Malaysia was ranked second in Asia in 2020 for cyberbullying among youth in a global survey involving 28 countries. There are many forms of cyberbullying in Malaysia. However, the most prevalent form including posting mean or hurtful comments and spreading rumors. In many communities, the stigma prevents victims from speaking up and being judged and no effective intervention or action is taken by any responsibility party, making it difficult for the victim to seek help and support. The effect of this neglect can harm the victim that mentioned by Siti Sarah 2023 is by experiencing antisocial behavior, impaired academic achievement, self-harm, and suicidal intentions. Therefore, it is important to remove this stigma without fear of being judged. As the prevalence of cyberbullying continue to rise, it is crucial to develop comprehensive resolutions. Parents play a vital role in educate them about the sign of cyberbullying and effective communication strategies by create a support system such as community-wide awareness campaign that help in raising the knowledge that values respect and empathy. In conclusion, dealing with of social media requires an approach that emphasizes education, support, and community involvement. Thus, collaboration to create a secure digital platform with living without fear can be achieved. I think that's all from me. Now let's hear for the last perspective.
Thank you, Dini. Assalamualaikum and good evening to everyone. My name is AINUN SAKINAH binti NURPATRI. My matrix number is A194557. I'm going to address the cyberbullying issues regarding the law of perspective. So, cyberbullying can ruin life, yet many perpetrators face little or no consequences. When states introduce new law, we must ask ourselves, are these measures really capable of preventing online harassment, or is it just a false sense of security? Are these laws enough to protect our children, or are they just a band-aid on a much deeper problem? Rising cyberbullying cases in Malaysia is due to the weakness of existing law. UNICEF reported that even though the increase in cyberbullying cases result in severe negative implication, there is no specific law in Malaysia that regulates cyberbullying. Malaysia already has law in place, such as the Communication and Multimedia Act 1998 and the Penal Code that criminalize online harassment. But this law is not specific to cyberbullying and need to be updated regularly to address emerging threats. Perpetrators have been given light and disproportionate punishment based on the weak law of cyberbullying that exists in Malaysia. For example, the case of a TikTok influencer known as Rajeswari or Asia, who committed suicide because of cyberbullying. One of the perpetrators was only sentenced on a fine of 100 ringgit based on the Section 14 of the Minor Offences Act 1995. This law has never been amended for almost 70 years, which makes us question the relevance of the law. This not only motivate the offender to perpetrate the same act, it also push others to do the same because they are aware of the mild punishment. The most direct and severe impact will be on the victims, especially for children, teenagers, and vulnerable adults, because they may feel frustrated and powerless if their complaints are ignored or if the perpetrators face no significant consequences. Therefore, the law in Malaysia regarding cyberbullying needs to be updated. Lawmaking requires input from the government to ensure that the legal framework is robust, fair, and up-to-date with cyberbullying issues. It involves relevant ministry like Ministry of Communication, lawyers, Member of Parliament, and Yang di-Pertuan Agong. The government needs to emphasize the legal consequences of cyberbullying with clear and consistent penalties for offenders. This will act as a deterrent for potential perpetrators. In addition, the government also needs to ensure the law enforcement agencies are trained to handle cyberbullying cases and can quickly act on report of online harassment. Cyberbullying cases often involve anonymity, so authorities should be equipped to track and identify perpetrators, especially in cases involving minors. The law is feasible because if the law on cyberbullying is well defined, it becomes easier for the police to identify violations and take actions. Scalability also can be achieved because it can be implemented at wider range, such as tech companies and educational institution. The law also are effective for a long term, even though the digital world and social media undergoes change oftenly. Once the law regarding cyberbullying has been enacted and become the official law, it is the role of society to spread it as a form of awareness. Collaboration and active participation from all stakeholders are essentials to make sure the law not only exists, but effective in preventing cyberbullying and protecting victims. That's all from me. Thank you. That is all from our group. Thank you.